Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In case you're new here, my name is Kim. This is Career Union. Today I want to talk about a few things that came up in comments recently. So one of them is that the person is this is more than one person, is visualizing the apology from their specific person. Another person asked about boundaries. And then this actually inspired me to also talk about taking blame for the things that happened. Like if you're a specific person called you names or did things in the 3D that were hurtful, you're not taking blame for things in the 3D, but you're also, so I just want to talk about this because I think that it's worth talking about. And then I'll have a few affirmations that I think are just golden that I want you to, that I'll give to you at the end of the video. The other thing I want to talk about is just realizing that this is all about you loving and choosing yourself and not seeing your person as separate from you, which is something that I try to drive home with you guys in almost every video. You still are seeing life from a 3D linear way, which is understandable. I get it because when we're awakening to this, a lot of this can feel very like woo woo. It can feel like this is very new age, and it's not. It's just simply the way life works. Your reality is reflecting all of you, and you are a localized expression, a perfect localized expression. Like when I say perfect, I mean beyond even your understanding of perfect. You are truly perfect right now, and you were created so God can unfold itself through you. How perfect is that? That you literally have the blueprint. You have it designed inside of you to, we're going to use create to create your experience. And the only thing that is kind of in the way is because you aren't accepting that within yourself. Okay, so from my perspective, operating from the highest of high levels will then make all of your affirmations work when you are coming at it from a place of a deep knowing and trust that you are already whatever it is that you want to be. You just are refusing to accept yourself in that way. And you're basing all of your feelings and thoughts on the 3D, which is just causing the loop that we all are trying to pull you out of. Anyway, whatever's going to come out is going to come out. Before I do get into this, if you love me, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. It helps my channel grow, and I appreciate that. And if you want me to be your coach to help you manifest your SP back or to change the dynamic, now that just gave me another thought that I want to talk about in terms of what you're visualizing, things like that. So I'm going to have to add this on. Just email me a short description to kim@coreunion.com and then go to the website, coreunion.com. You can book either a single session or a package. And then my scheduling assistant, Olga, will get back to you with my next available and we can take it from there. So let me get into this now. First, I wanted to talk about how you have to realize that in terms of you and your specific person, it's always been you. This wasn't an accident for the two of you guys to meet each other. They know that you've seen their darkest, that you've seen their deepest and darkest fears. You've seen their scars, and you still accepted them and loved them fully and deeply. They will always return back to you. Their heart will always return back to you because you're the one. The same way that you have so much love and acceptance and compassion in them and in their insecurities and in their fears, you have to have that same amount of acceptance and compassion and love for yourself. You have this feeling or belief that you want your person more than they want you, that you want the relationship and the life together more than they want you, a relationship and your life together. That in itself is putting them as like you're putting that outside of your reach. So it's very important that you do make everything mutual and equal. And if something in the 3D was very hurtful, that things were said and done like in an argument or whatever, which no big deal, it happens to everybody, okay? But if you are focusing all of your energy on the apology when we first get back together, when they first reach out, and your one person said in their comment asked that they're visualizing, one person said something about visualizing their specific person to beg them back. Another person imagined or said that their end scene is visualizing an apology. No, unless that's all you want, then yes. But if you want a life together, then the apologies happened. The apologies will unfold. Now, let's talk quickly. Let this go right into taking blame. Sometimes when you guys are awakening to the process, in the 3D, when you do get back in touch with your person, you start going into explaining to them, well, everyone is you pushed out, and I'm really sorry. And I take full blame of everything that happened because it was my unhealed self that created the entire situation. If your person said or did something mean to you, then see them as being strong, confident, accountable. It's not your fault. You're not taking all the blame in the 3D if somebody did say or do something to you that was disrespectful. Okay? So you really have to understand this. That goes into boundaries now. Somebody asked, what are your feelings on like setting boundaries with your specific person? If you know who you truly are, know who the two of you truly are, and focus dominantly on an end of being happy together, living a happy life together. You guys are secure with each other. You trust each other. You know it's always been you. You know that the only reason that things came up from a 3D perspective is that deep down, like your love touched them so deeply that deep down underneath all of the pain and the hard stuff that happened, it was just their fears and insecurities that made them put up a wall and push you away. But you're the one that their heart always returns to. You are their safe place, their saving grace. It's always been you. You are the one that has to accept that. As deeply and as much as you love them and want them, they want you as deeply as much, and their heart belongs to you. You have to see this as being mutual and equal. So when you think about your person, and I say that kind of thing, if you're like, but they said this, but they said that, I find that hard to believe. Well, then either you get coaching or you go to the basics and learn and understand what law of assumption is. Okay. So we are not focusing on the apology because, in the end, if we want to be married and living together with our person, somewhere in the middle, all apologies will happen. And in most cases, it's not just going to be your specific person apologizing to you. You will be apologizing to them too, but you are not taking the blame in the 3D for things that happen to you in the 3D. You are seeing your person as strong, confident, secure in their power, that they are dependable, reliable, and accountable. Okay, so of course they're going to apologize to you if they said and did something where they weren't truly seeing who you are. Okay, now the boundaries, you see that you respect yourself and you respect your boundaries, and everyone in your reality, of course, reflects what you. If you're respecting your own boundaries, then everyone in your reality also is respecting your boundaries. Okay, and then of course, we're not going to, like I said, you don't need to in the 3D explain the whole manifestation process to your person. It might not make sense. Instead of focusing on the apology, instead of focusing on the need to set boundaries, instead of focusing on you apologizing to them, you want to go to the end. If you want to be in a healthy marriage life together with your person, then that end already exists, and you don't have to mess with the middle. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to do anything. What you want to do is focus on that version of you and focus on that version of them. Some affirmations that I would want you to be saying would be, we feel safe and secure loving each other. It's always been us. We've always loved each other. We were created to love each other. We accept ourselves and each other fully. We trust each other fully, and we love our home life together. Okay, that's what I would suggest. So affirm down below that you have received this message with a heart. I'm sorry this had to be short and sweet, but reach out to me if you need me. I love you so much, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Anything can come. Nothing can come between us.